Robin Thicke is here.
Yes, sir.
This is a big day for you musically.
It is.
Tell the folks what's going on.
Well, we got the new album is released today. It's in stores now. You can get it on iTunes also, and it's called Blurred Lines after the single, and we're really excited about it.
How this record has just taken the country by storm.
Yeah.
This is a magical single.
We got lucky on this one.
I mean, you gotta take us back to the production of this. The whole groove and everything is so different. It's such a party song.
Yeah.
It's such a feel-good song, and it has cut through. How is the record doing?
Well, the record's been, amazing actually. We found out the last couple days that it just broke the record for the most spins in 1 week in the history of Top 40 radio. So I'm just riding high right now. I got a big cheesy smile on my face.
How's it feel?
Well, I've been making music for 20 years, man, since I was a teenager, professionally, and never had a #1 pop record all around the world and all this kind of stuff, So I didn't expect it or ask for it really, but
right.
I'm so happy that it happened.
It's amazing because of all your tunes, you've had so many good ones.
Thank you.
That could be the one that folks identify you with.
Right.
Forever.
Right.
Isn't that something?
It is. Because Lost Without You was kind of that song that introduced me to a lot of people.
Exactly.
And now this song has even been much bigger than that one. So
it's one of those tunes.
And I can feel it when I perform it in my shows or concerts. There's just something about the people just go bananas for it. They
every
just
now
want
and
to
then
dance.
a record comes along that just breaks through all barriers.
And the stars align. I wish I could write a song like this every day.
I hear it.
It just doesn't happen.
But what Blurred Lines? What's that mean?
Well, Blurred Lines was really about the differences how little differences there are sometimes between men and women. Even though there are differences, we're all obviously both animals. We're both very, we're both equally powerful. And then there's the blurred lines between a good girl and a bad girl, and how sometimes a man likes those lines to be blurred.
Now, when you guys are in the studio and you're laying this down, at what point do you realize we got magic?
Well,
we got magic.
The funny thing was, as soon as Pharrell said, "Hey, hey, hey," I was like, "Oh, I love that," and that kind of started the fun. We really made the whole record in about an hour and a half, and because he would throw an idea at me, I would go in the booth, I would say it right away, and then I ended up just kind of staying in the booth. He would come in with me, or he would say a lyric over the monitor or whatever, and the whole thing was finished.
It just kind of happened.
Just
it's
happened.
One of those spontaneous moments.
And then we spent the rest of the day just dancing around the studio, and other people would come in from the other studios there, and we had just 30 people by the end of the night.
Don't you wish you could bottle that?
I'm trying, man.
James, what is it about Blurred Lines you like so much?
I don't know. I think it's just the beat, and it just makes you want to dance every time it comes on. So you're blasting it out really loud. Hey, 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 hey. That whole little note right there. And of course, my line is what rhymes with hug me. I don't know. I love that part. That's just me.
I think what's fun about it also is that I did the Today Show this morning, and they had all these videos of people's kids, like from 2 years old, 3 years old, just going bananas for the song. You know what I mean? Like the song plays in the car, and these kids are just kicking out their car seats and going nuts. And I think it's just one of those lucky things that, my 80-year-old grandfather called me as soon as he heard it. And he lives up in Canada. He doesn't listen to this kind of music at all. He listens to Frank Sinatra, if anything, But
what did Dad say about it?
My dad actually, when after the first couple of times he heard it, he was like, "That's an earworm song." I'm telling you,
just like him.
it gets in you.
When he said it gets in you.
Yeah, you got something there, buddy.
That's funny. You sound just like your dad.
Robin, I heard you're doing line dancing to this song now, for real.
Well, actually, it started right when we released it. There was this one guy who from Texas. He was all by himself in his apartment, and he started doing a line dance to it. And just a white guy from Texas all by himself with his cowboy hat on. And I was like, uh-oh, something's about to happen if we got cowboys doing line dances to this too.
We got the country version of Blurred Lines.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the funny thing is that if you listen to just kind of the groove, that doom tick 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 doo doo, it's very like happy hokey country song.
It really is.
It's just that the vocal is soulful and the lyrics are modern.
You mixed it all together.
Yeah, but it's really kind of a country.
Wow. But well, what about the rest of the album? It's more music, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the fun thing about it is, you know, I've always used my music to really talk about what I'm going through in my life and my problems, and music has always helped me get through my problems in my life, you know. And this time, with this music, it's really the most fun album I've ever made before, and it's much more up-tempo, it's much more positive, and when I would try to fit my sad songs on there, it just didn't make sense, you know. And I ended up making the album that probably the way I want to feel right now, which is to feel good and to be grateful and to be happy, you know. And I got a great woman, I got a healthy child, and I want to be happy.
Good.
I want to be happy right now.
Right.
And even
you
if
gotta be happy right now, breaking records.
Right.
Yeah, folks love artists that are in pain. They want your pain.
Right, and I did that for 5 albums.
Right.
And right now, I'm like,
be happy.
you know how people always go, you know, a lot of artists will go, this is my most personal album.
Right.
It's always the most personal. Britney Spears' new album is the most personal. This is absolutely the least personal album I've ever made.
There you go.
But also what I think is that I finally decided to make music for everyone else, as opposed to making it for myself. I finally said, you know what, I want to make music that everyone else likes and is for them, and try to make people happy with my music instead of just tell my story.
Different.
Yeah, and I think
it's a lot of fun.
And it'd be nice to do both in the future. You know, tell my sad songs when I need to, and make people feel good whenever I can.